Hello guys, today I'm gonna show you how I draw Pibby stuff. Normally I show you all how I do it like in person, but today I decided to show you all how I do it digitally. Okay, in this case I'm going to use a drawing I already made because I really don't want to make a new one right now. This spot. I don't have the energy right now. But yeah, first thing I do is get a let me see how this is called, a pen. You choose pen. I'm doing this in Flip a Clip, and this like basically where I do everything. So yeah, you get the pen. You choose 2px, which px is basically how thick your lines are, as you can see right now. But I always go with 2 because 1 doesn't really like let you fill it in. You know, it fills the whole thing up. And 2 is the thinnest you can have if you want to just click something to color in your stuff. But yeah, in this case we're gonna use number 2. This is actually a drawing I made at school for Halloween. And I'm just gonna trace over my work. Maybe I'm gonna fix a few minor details I wanted to fix in person but couldn't, since you cannot just like erase stuff as easily. So how are you guys doing? Right now school is kinda hard. It's alright, I guess. Like kinda like what you're gonna have every single year in a way. I hate calculus. Oh my god. Right now it's slightly hard to draw, like on my phone, because recently my phone cracked. So there's a few cracks on my phone, and you know, I kinda can't see much. Well, I can see a lot, but it still gets in my way. I actually recently started watching Adventure Time. I'm still in the second season, so I haven't watched anything very heavy on the lore. At least not something that is revealed right now. There are probably a few things that are like really heavy to the lore, but you don't really focus on them because you know the few seasons are a bit more innocent and chill. And I also finished watching Fiona and Cake, and man, it was so good. I really liked it. Alright, so this is Sven, bro. Let me get, yeah. Wait, actually no. because he's looking at us, so, you know, it looks more like he's looking at the camera if they're like if the eyes look a bit separate. Alright, actually I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to skip to the time whenever I finish tracing the fin. Alright, I pretty much traced everything. For today I'm only going to do the character, so fin. Alright, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna have a different layer. We're gonna put this one on top. So what I did was get rid of the bottom layer, which was layer 1, the one that's labeled as layer 1, and you're gonna move it to layer 3, the top layer. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to color I'm gonna fill in the dark parts with the color black. Alright. So after I do this, I'm going to show you all how I use the glitch effect. Because many people don't really know how to use it in Flip a Clip, which is really, really different. I actually did this myself, like I couldn't find anywhere else how to use it in Flip a Clip. So basically what you do is go to this, like get your own glitch thingy, and then put in a different layer as the thing you traced. Afterwards you're gonna lower the opacity. Then you're gonna get your, I don't know how you call this, but it's a metal thing. Afterwards you're gonna trace over the darkness, which is the black parts of the drawing. You're gonna copy here. Then you're gonna go to the slide with the drawing. Now you go to the layer where you drew it and paste. And this is basically how I do the glitch effect. You're gonna do this with every single part that has darkness in it. It doesn't really have to be perfect, by the way, so don't really get stressed out that much. It kind of sucks that Pibby didn't become a thing, or that won't probably. But I mean, it makes sense. There's many companies that many IPs or like copyrighted characters that they will be referencing. So it makes sense that they probably won't do it. But I still like the concept. It's not something mind blowing. Like the darkness is basically Salgo. If you know who Salgo is, it's basically kind of like this thing that corrupted characters back when creepypastas were a bit more popular. They were kind of like a demon that will take over the world and corrupted things. You've probably seen this comic that has like Garfield, and then his eyes are bleeding or something. Well, that's the most popular example of Salgo. They basically corrupt things without having to like infect them in a Pibby manner. It's kind of like the idea of their presence. I'm not actually sure, but I think I heard someone say that the creator of Pibby said that they were inspired by Salgo, or maybe it was just someone saying that it was similar to Salgo. But I'm kind of surprised nobody has like said anything much about it, about the similarities. I understand some people don't like Pibby, but like I personally really like it because it's like a good excuse to have characters from different shows interact in a non-awkward manner and kind of have like the same goal. So I mean, having a villain who you feel like they will be friends with this character who's a hero from a different show, it kind of feels like, yeah, it can work because they're trying to fight the darkness. I also like the concept, like overall, it's nice. All right, so this is my version of Finn with the darkness thing. Right, now to color them, I'm going to try coloring them the same way I colored this Finn. A way you can get like the same color as the drawing that you're referencing is by clicking this. Oh wait, I forgot. Wait, how did I do it? Alright, you click on the color, which is black right here. You choose this pen on the right top. Oh, I can move this. Alright, this. And then you go wherever you can find the color. Alright, although in this case I'm going to use the airbrush. I really like the airbrush. I mostly use it for everything. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go the layer underneath this one. And for now, I'm just gonna kind of color. Like right now, I'm not really worrying about the fact that Finn's face is blue. Oh wait, I forgot something. There we go. I'm gonna continue doing this. And after I have like a nice amount of color that I want, I'm going to go over here again, and this time I'm gonna make it darker and kind of like a harder color. And then I'm gonna kind of blend it, I guess. Like, I don't really do this in many drawings, but I enjoy doing it. Recently I posted an image of an LC, and I shaded them with this type of way. I'm going to now color the sword. By the way, I'm kind of trying to hurry to go somewhere right now, so that's probably why it might not seem like the most satisfying thing. But yeah, I swear I hate it whenever this happens. Like, there we go. Alright, after you have like the things colored the way you want, you can now erase. Although remember to be careful, because you don't want to erase a bit too much, because you might erase some of the part that you colored, and maybe you will like not notice it, and you know, it will be a bit like off. Man, my phone is so slow. Alright, it's not slow anymore. Some drawings I've done this with, like this method of shading, it was with the Seaside Necromancy. I don't know how to pronounce it, but the one where I had Quick Dingo and Penelope be Retip and Evil Stewie, and I did this for the Peter amalgamation, both the one with the red face and like red eyes, and also with the one that's in most of the video, the one with Brian that has a cup of wine. This type of shading takes a lot of time, but I personally really like it. It's really detailed. Also, a tip in case you want to get better at drawing, steal art. No, if you want to get better at drawing, then use references. References aren't cheating. They're just something that you use. It's more of a tool, as long as you don't trace it. Unless you're only tracing it, and then you're going to, how you call it? You're gonna use it as a reference. That's the only time whenever tracing is alright. Alright, I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna paste it in a different slide. Then I'm gonna get rid of this, because if you don't, then maybe some of the other shading you're going to do for the other parts of the body might mix, and it will look really weird. So have y'all watched Digital Circus? I have, and it's alright. Like I feel like people are overrating it right now. Kind of like with Nimona. Like they're not bad, but like for example with Nimona, it was a bit overrated, and sometimes Nimona felt really cringe. It reminded me of this girl from school, so like, you know, I might have a bias and specifically dislike her because of that. But like I don't know, she just reminded me of this girl who tries acting weird at school, and it's really annoying. Like she's always like, hey, like kind of like demanding stuff, and he's like, dude, I don't care, bro. I just want to get over with school. Like she's always asking for the food, and she's always being rude to this girl who like, she's really nice. She's not the worst thing ever, but she's annoying. And Nimona was doing the same thing in a way. Like she was, you know, whenever they try making a character seem disturbing. Yeah, that's kind of like how I felt for like a lot of Nimona. And for Digital Circus, it's alright. Like you can tell someone from a generation that generation C. It's hard for me to pronounce it, but I'm generation C. And we kind of have like a specific type of humor. Like our humor is kind of like fun. I really like our humor, but whenever you see it in media, it's kind of weird in a way. Like whenever they had like those cut screams. This is an example though. Like in the Yellow Circus, they had like a scene whenever the character who looks like a chess thing, whenever they're about to scream and they scream, but then the scene cuts. That's like something I feel like our generation has been doing a lot, which I find it funny to be honest. But like in an actual show, it feels a bit weird. But it's still alright. Like I see potential, and if I were to be someone who greenlit shows, I will give it a thumbs up, because I see potential in there. And to be honest, it's not scary. Like the Yellow Circus is not scary at all. And it's really annoying how people are like, oh, they have a few elements that are supposed to be creepy, so it's really creepy. And it's like, I mean, it can kind of be disturbing, not really. I don't know. I'm just kind of like they're telling someone who draws this about something disturbing. I don't know, but I didn't really feel creeped out by the show, well, the pilot. But yeah, I feel like it has a lot of potential, which I hope it really uses. Because like a different show that I watched that I'm just like, oh no, oh god, was Hell of a Boss. Sorry. Um, I used to really like Hell of a Boss, but then they just went downhill. Like they were never good, but they had like a story in there, you know. It was kind of like, oh, they're just building a story right now, so they can put it all in play. Which is like, all right, I can't wait for that. But then they didn't. Like they had Striker as a, for example, they had Striker as a really big threat, and they were kind of like teased as like a big antagonist, and like, oh, they will return, wahahaha. But then they just kind of brought him up out of nowhere, like Moxie said, who also was like a big boss or something. Like they just kind of brought them back out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, I thought it was gonna be like something exciting. I don't know. They just kind of like leave things that could be like interesting, but then they bring them back in the most uninteresting way, which just kind of like disappointed me a lot. They also like don't really care about this story. Like I know many people are like, oh, Hell of a Boss cares about his story, but not really. Like sure, it has like an interesting story in a way, but they don't deliver it well. Like I don't see why Veronica was into Blitz, and if she was actually hurt by him badly, because we only seen one face of hers. That's really it. And like the rest of the episodes are kind of just fan service in a way, or just like wasted potential. Like I feel like the Sheriff's episode could have been like more interesting, but you know, it was just like eh. But people hated it a bit too much. In my opinion, the, how do you call it? The most recent episodes are like way worse, and people kind of like given too much credit. Like yes, it's an indie series, but just because it's an indie series doesn't mean they can't have a good story. This has been proven many times, like with other online series, like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and I cannot name any other ones. There are like it doesn't have to be a show. It can be something like, let's say, the Mandela Catalog, which I personally don't really care for, but many people like. And yeah, like them being an indie studio doesn't excuse the story. They also curse every single second, which sure they're like we're an adult animated series, but not really, because the humor is so cringe at times. And kind of like, oh my god, I get it. I don't care. Hello Boss had potential, but it just kind of lost me. And Hazbin Hotel, I never was really interested in it. Like, sure, Alistair is kind of cool, but we don't see much of him. I mean, to be fair, it's just a pilot. But I mean, if the story is, you know, just like Hell of a Boss's story, then no thanks. And I know the Hell of a Boss story isn't just one person. I actually watched a video about it, and I was like, oh, there's three different people. I mean, it makes sense. Like many movies that had different directors are kind of like off. Which, to be honest, most movies suck. I have to say it. Many movies suck. Most movies, I guess. But like I really wish Hell of a Boss was good, cause right now it's just really like they don't know what they want to be in a way. Like the characters are so, oh my god. Millie has no real personality, and like these aren't things I just watch a video and want like I agree. No, like I'm just like okay, I like Moxie, but like Millie, I also liked him, but there isn't much like, not because she's bad or anything, but because she doesn't have many things. Like I'm not saying they're sexist, but like I don't know. I just really don't like the fact that like the wife character, wife. I didn't say white. That the girlfriend of a character is just like the girlfriend. Like every single character has a flaw, except for Millie. Unless you want to say that she's really like violent, I guess. But that's never been an issue, so it's not really a defect. Like it's a defect, but not really. And I'm not saying this just because I dislike a boss, but because I wish that they like were good. Right now they're just like they're doing a bit too much fan service. Which like fan service isn't bad, but doing it too much can be like annoying. But if you like Hello Boss, you can still like it. It doesn't really matter. By the way, the only reasons why I stop is because I want to focus on what I'm doing at times. Because I was kind of surprised I was able to like draw while talking. I don't really do it. I was surprised a bit. I don't think we're able to watch the Finest of Race movie yet. But that's something else I'm kind of looking forward to. And also like not really. Like I used to really like Finest of Freddy's, but like there was no real story, and I was like, oh my god, can you give us an actual story? And also how you call it? The Pizzaplex thing? I forgot how it was called. But I mean, it's like, I really didn't like it. I didn't play it, but like, I tried watching people play it, and I just found it really boring. It wasn't really scary. It just kind of felt like really for kids. I can't really say what specifically made me feel like that, but one of the things would have been like Freddy being on your side. There's nothing wrong with that, but you know, going from the first game where Freddy is just like an animatronic trying to kill you, to you now being a kid who's friends with Freddy. You know, that's kind of like maybe a thing a kid would like. I still like it, and I'm not a kid, but it feels like they're trying to be way too child friendly, which is fine for people to want to be child friendly, but there's Finds of Freddy's where kids were killed and stuffed into animatronic suits. But yeah, about the movie, I kind of looking forward to it, but also not, because I don't know, I just don't really care for the guy who's like Mike. I was never really interested in his acting, and I don't know. And also like the way the animatronics look, which I know people are gonna be like, oh they cannot make them exactly how they used to look, but they look a bit too clean. Like, which is nice, but this Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't want it to look clean. I want it to look a bit dirty. Like a few black spots, like the original game. And man, I also really hope they don't have like an animatronic turn goat or something. I really don't want that. It will make the film so much less scary, which I already don't think will be scary. Because like, oh my god. I know some people like it, some people dislike it, but I personally really dislike the red eyes. It feels like they're doing the evil robot, evil AI kind of thing. And Five Nights at Freddy's is not like about an artificial intelligence, it's about a few kids getting killed and stuffed. So like, maybe have the white dots for eyes. That would be more unsettling. It also gives more demonic vibes, because it's not connected to the robot. Like, robots don't have like the glowing white people. That's more like a demonic thing, or like something being possessed. I also find it way more unsettling. Man, I was really excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I still kinda am, but I don't think it will be good. I wish it was, but probably won't. Alright, I should probably talk more about Pibby, since I'm drawing Pibby related things, or something about Adventure Time. No. I don't know. Alright, what happened to Pibby Apocalypse? Oh wait, never mind. They said they were gonna do like, they were still working, which is fine. But yes, a bit disappointing. Oh wait, no. That's Pibby Corrupted. Never mind. Yeah, but Pibby Apocalypse is so good. Like, by the way, I don't play games at all. I just watch playthroughs, and also like I care about the story in a way. And how you call it, Pibby Apocalypse was like one of the best ones whenever it comes to like Pibby stuff. Pibby mods. It's pretty obvious why, but I just want to talk about it because I like Pibby Apocalypse. Oh, and by the way, fun fact, I don't know if it was really announced. Yeah, it was announced, but it wasn't that popular. I think I was kind of new to like Twitter, but how you call it, I asked the person if I could work on Pibby Apocalypse, and they're like, yeah, sure. And I sent them like concepts, and watching them now, like seeing how they look right now, I'm not really that proud of them. I'm not disappointed on them either, but I'm just like, now I feel bad because the mod looks so good, and this what I gave, it was just like, oof, I really don't like that. But like, how do you call it? But yeah, I technically work for them, but nothing that was related to my work was showed right now. I mean, it is just a demo, but I feel like I'm pretty sure I want my work went up here. I almost forget about the face. Oh yeah, it's almost Halloween. Huh. I didn't really think about that. Well, I know it was gonna be Halloween, but I didn't really think about it that much. Man, it sucks. It's hard for me to feel things these days, so I don't know, probably depression. I don't know. I don't really care at this point. Not right now. And I don't really feel the same way I used to feel about Halloween. I don't dislike it or anything. I just don't really feel excited. This sucks. Halloween was like that thing that kept me like going in a way. And now I can't even feel anything for it. Although I recently went to Spirit Halloween, which in case you don't know is just like this Halloween store that comes whenever well, to some places. Not every single place, of course. But it comes to like some stores that like don't have any owners, and they're kind of like a. Think of them as a ghost. Like, oh my god, think of them as the spirit of Halloween. Yeah. And the spirit of Halloween possesses a store, and that store becomes a store for Halloween stuff, where you can buy costumes and many things. Also animatronics. I used to have this really big one. Well, probably wasn't that big. It was whenever it was small, so I probably don't remember that well. But I used to have this one that was really close, but then it got replaced by Tesla. Oh my god, I'm so sad. It got replaced by Tesla, and I was like, maybe maybe it will leave, and then Spirit Halloween will come back. But oh my god, I was so dumb. I was also a small kid. I didn't really know what Tesla was. So Tesla's still there, and Spirit Halloween still isn't. But I went to a different one, and it felt a bit smaller. But it's probably just because of my nostalgia, probably being like, yeah, this one was bigger, bro, because you enjoyed it more. But how do you call it? Yeah, I went to Spirit Halloween, and that's pretty alright. Alright, that is saying enough to be like, yeah, it was pretty alright. But how do you call it? I really enjoyed the costumes in a way. Like there were